So, just a quick overview of the Democrat and Republican platforms from their websites. So, this is the Democrats talking about the economy. Okay. Talking about pollution, energy costs, energy stuff, gun violence, equity, making mentions of LGBTQI plus women and races. Talking about the border, it's saying they're trying to expand legal immigration. Okay. And that's it. So understand that evil thrives on manipulation. Okay, they're not going to be able to be out front, blatant. Hey, we're greedy, we're savages, we don't care about anything. We make up false accusations, false complaints just to try to get in positions of power. That evil can't thrive like that. So they're going to try to manipulate you, making claims that they're doing something good, trying to manipulate you about what is good, all this stuff. So basically, they talk about trying to improve the economy, just like the Republicans talk about. They both say that the other is doing it wrong. The Democrats mention clean energy and the climate crisis, and okay, talking about pollution and stuff. The Republicans don't make mention of that in their platform. They're talking more about, practical means of achieving energy, maintaining the economy, increasing production of energy resources, not clean energy resources, but practical energy resources. I'm sure they say that, these claims about pollution harm and being in a climate crisis are, are not founded in science. That these solutions that they claim they're making, aren't actually benefiting the climate, in a really impactful way. So, anyways, the Democrats are talking about pollution and stuff. The Republicans don't mention it. They talk more about, we need energy. We need to get it practically. Of course, the environment's considered, but we're not going to be unreasonable about things. Okay, Democrats mentioned gun violence. Obviously, you probably know they're trying to have strict gun laws. So, somebody planning on having an oppressive government would not want the citizens to have guns. Someone that is trying to promote criminal organizations and stuff that get their guns illegally anyways would not want the citizens to have guns to defend themselves against those organizations. And then the weakening of, law enforcement, border enforcement, a means of defending against the illegal sale of guns, to promote criminal organizations attaining them. Okay, making mention of the perverted stuff, the LGBTQ stuff, and then women and minorities as if there are still some kind of injustices being done to them. You obviously see bias there. Claiming that they're going to secure the border but expand legal immigration, as if, like, what do they mean by expanding it? Well, you go through and read it, you look at their policies. They are not harsh on the border. They're lying to you about securing the border. Okay, they just have to say that as a formality, so they can manipulate. Just that's what evil has to do. And when they say expanding legal immigration, they're really saying just making it easy for people to come in, lessening the requirements, all right, which is dangerous. They don't enforce the undocumented ones, being deported. Okay. They promote all this violence against the government entity that is trying to deport illegal immigrants and stuff. And then they talk about investing in mental health and stuff, and okay, protecting against drugs and trying to fight cancer and stuff, but they're just trying to manipulate people. Talking about veterans and military, again, manipulation. So talking about strengthening American leadership worldwide, again, manipulation. They're just trying to say something that sounds good. They're not righteous, okay? So the Republican platform, all right, talking about the economy, talking about, this is the energy thing, okay, limiting restrictions on American energy production, okay, all this kind of stuff, stopping illegal immigration, talking about the border, okay, secure the border, enforce the law, deport them, create more strict requirements for immigrants getting in here instead of making it easier. Okay, more about the economy. Okay, talking more about the economy. More about the economy, talking about farmers, protecting seniors, talking about kids in school, protecting them from injustices. Okay, having common sense. And then just promoting our founding beliefs, like, and then peace through strength, strengthening the military and stuff. So you see, they both mention the economy. They both claim they're going to help the economy. It's just who is, okay? You see stark differences when they talk about immigration, when they talk about DEI stuff, when they talk about minorities and women and perverts. They both say they're going to enforce the law, but who actually is, like, who's going to implement actual logical laws and enforce them? Okay, so you just have to see through the manipulation. All right, obviously somebody's manipulating. It's obviously the Democrats, but, unfortunately a lot of people in the world are just selfish and manipulate alongside them. So, a lot of the reason that the Democratic Party is, as prominent as it is because of violence, okay? The rioting, how they act in the communities, being violent towards people, bullying in schools, being hostile in the workplace, making accusations, trying to get people fired, trying to get people arrested for no reason. So just see through it, all right? You know what the Democratic demographic is, okay? It's a bunch of perverts, it's a bunch of racists, it's a bunch of sexists, it's a bunch of criminals, all right? It's a bunch of illegal immigrants. You know what the Republicans are. It's a bunch of people that want law and order, okay? Just understand what life is, what the purpose of life is. It's about love, okay? Loneliness is the worst thing possible. If you're evil, if you're selfish, you are lonely. Okay, don't be like that. Don't don't fall into that mental illness or whatever. All right, just